Being intentional with your money, especially when you're trying to pay off your debt, will change your life. Let me show you this example. I made a debt payoff plan for somebody who had $13,950 worth of debt and they had no plan. When I put their numbers into my debt calculator, it was going to take them 31 months to pay this off, or over 2.5 years. After looking at all of her numbers and making an actual budget, she realized she had an extra $700 per month to put towards this plan. Using the snowball method, this was going to allow her to pay off her debt within 12 months. That is 19 months shaved off her debt payoff. Not everybody has an extra $700 per month to put towards their debt, and that's okay. You don't even have to put any extra money towards your debt. You'll still pay it off faster if you use a debt payoff plan. Here's how these plans work. We have the snowball and the avalanche. The snowball method puts your debts in order from the smallest to the largest balance, whereas the avalanche method puts it in order from largest to smallest interest rate. So in this example, we are using the snowball method. We have 4 debts here, and this is the balance, this is the minimum payment, and this is the interest rate. Because we're using the snowball method, they're in order from smallest to largest balance. But if you wanted to do the avalanche method, you would do it from largest to smallest interest rate. So this one right here would be first in line. You are going to pay your minimum payments on all of your debts throughout this entire thing. So keep that in mind. We're never going to stop paying our minimums. First, we're going to focus on this first debt. So you put any extra money that you have towards this first debt in line along with the minimum payment. Since this debt is the smallest balance, it will be paid off pretty quickly. Once it's paid off, you are going to take this minimum payment and you are going to roll it over to the next one in line. So instead of $50 here, you will start paying $75. Now keep in mind, you're still making these other minimum payments. Now, if you were paying any extra towards this debt, you would also roll that extra over. So say that you were paying $25 a month extra, you would also roll that over here. So you would be paying a total of $100. Now, once this one's paid off, you take that $100 and roll it into the next one. So now we have $175 being spent on debt 3, so on and so forth. That payment that you're making grows bigger and bigger as you pay them off, and it starts to get faster and faster. You can do this yourself on a piece of paper and just track it that way if you want to. If you want auto-calculated calculators with a payment log and everything, I do have debt payoff calculators in the link at the top of my page. The good thing about having calculators is that you can kind of play with the numbers and see what effect they're going to have on your total payoff. Even if you're going to be doing this on a piece of paper, the point is that you just need to get started ASAP and throw any extra money you possibly can at your debt. If you can get some type of side hustle temporarily to be able to throw it at your debt, that is going to help you so much. You can shave years off your payoff doing this. And please do not forget, you also need to address your mindset and the reasons why you went into debt in the first place so that you don't spend all this time and effort paying off your debt and then go rack up all your cards again. You got this, friend.